Uber is an app that you open when you wanna go from one place to another and you don't wanna walk, take the bus, take the train or any other transportation way because it's either way too late, way too dark so you are scared, it's a dangerous neighborhood, or you are just bored, or in a place that train buses don't really go there. Now let's see how Uber, the standard way of going from point A to point B by a stranger's car, started and how they look throughout the years, because they didn't really nail their identity since day one and they have changed to basically adapt to the audience that they want to appeal, which is great because they didn't stay stale or they didn't get too comfortable with an identity and they want to take the risk. And I think that they found their best one yet. I don't know if they're going to change in the future, but so far their latest logo is great. Now in 2009 we have two people that want to go to a tech conference in Paris and they want to go from their place in Paris to the other place in Paris. Now the cabs there were either full or they couldn't support the demand at that time period, so they thought of the idea having an app on your phone to call basically a cab to transport you around the places that you wanted. Now even though they had this idea, they didn't really work it until 1 year later. These two people are Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp. So Uber doesn't own the cabs, they just have this social network for the two groups to connect. Now they started as Uber Camp in 2010 and the logo was created by Garrett Camp, the founder, which is something that we're used to seeing basically the developers making their first logo. Now these two symbols are a U and a C because Uber Camp and are basically the exact same symbol twice, the one is rotated. And to be honest, for a cab it's fine. It's not great, but it's a good start and they have red, which is powerful and easily identifiable. And then because they had some legal issues, they had to change to Uber, which is shorter and sounds better than Uber Cab. Now they dropped the C part and they kept the U and they moved the font up. Now these two fonts that we have are the same font basically, and it's the sans serif font. Now Uber in 2012, their image was like you have your personal driver. That was their appeal. They weren't affordable, they were expensive, but their whole image was about having this luxury lifestyle. And you can see it through their logo, also through their website. And the 2012 logo, it's kinda cool for the aesthetic. They also changed the font to match the aesthetic, and I like the font, but I don't like the little thing on the U. That little thing annoys me. If it was straight it would be cool, and I think that it's just a bit too spaced out. But the U is on this metallic gradient and the background is this dark background which basically screams premium and everything like that. Due to competition they had to bring in affordable services, so they couldn't basically promote themselves as a luxury brand because the competition had cheaper services and people would prefer them. So the 2016 logo was this icon and the font has changed. It's pretty similar to the previous one, but it's a bit thicker and it's still on caps. Wolfin Ollins and Kalanick designed the icon. So I don't know what exactly the icon means and I couldn't find exactly what the icon means, but I think it would be cool if they still used it because you could change the square to a spoon for Uber Eats, but the newest one is still better, don't get me wrong. In 2016, the same year, they dropped the color because they wanted contrast, so the blue is gone. And then in 2017 the same logo became a little bit smaller and the line became a little bit thicker, which was just visually better. It makes it a little bit better for your eye. Then in 2018 they changed the whole thing. They dropped the icon, they dropped basically the caps font, and they have Uber in this type font which is Uber Move. It's a custom font and they use this font for every service that they have, and basically It's in lowercase because it makes the brand more approachable, and I think this is the best version they have yet. And it's really expandable because you don't have to create different icons that people have to get familiar with. You just have the Uber, and then you have Uber Eats, then Uber Flight, or whatever they come up with next. So it's really good, and I think that they have found their brand identity, being this worldwide, different services, approachable, friendly brand. But it's really interesting to see all the shifts they had throughout their image. So tell me down in the description which one you prefer, and see you in the next video. Goodbye, fellow entities.